All right, you're ready to apply for your dealer's license. So what do you need to provide exactly? Well, clearly you'll have to complete the e-licensing application on the TextDMV website in its entirety. Let's take a look at what documents you'll need. Make sure that you have the following items saved electronically so that you can upload them to your application.
As we discussed, you'll need to provide a $50,000 motor vehicle surety bond, also called a dealer bond, and the associated power of attorney document.
Don't forget to sign your bond. And of course, you'll need to provide proof that you completed this course.
You will also need a copy of your lease or proof of property ownership, including the notarized statement from the property owner if you are subleasing. And you'll be asked to submit business photos clearly showing the exterior business structure, posted business hours, interior office, and mounted business sign. You'll need to provide proof of identity, including fingerprints for all owners and managers of your business.
If you plan to use an assumed name or doing business as DBA name, which is a name different than your legal entity, then you'll need to provide the assumed name certificate. Sole proprietors and general partnerships can obtain the assumed name certificate from the county clerk's office in the county where the business is located. All other entity types will need to obtain an assumed name certificate from the Texas Secretary of State. You'll also need to provide your certificate of filing from the Texas Secretary of State, although this does not apply to those applying as sole proprietors or general partnerships. So let's talk for a second about this dealer bond. This is an item that trips up many applicants. As you can see, it's required for the license types listed here.
Importantly, it must be valid for 2 years and must end on the last day of the month in which you submit your application. Another common error is that the names or address on the bond don't match the exact names or address of the applicant or business on the license.
The bond must be signed by both the bond company representative and the owner or representative for the business. The key to not getting held up on your dealer bond is to work with an insurance agent that's familiar with dealer bonds and has experience with what DMV requires. You are not done just yet. You'll need to provide additional information such as
contact information for the owner or manager who will be your eTag administrator in order to create your eTag account,
and contact information for the business and license contact. You'll need to answer the premise and background history questions. You can also order your metal dealer's plates. You'll need to electronically or manually sign the application.
Make sure it is signed by an owner or manager.
And of course, you'll need to submit payment to complete the application.
After you submit your application, TextDMV will email you to inform you who on your application needs to be fingerprinted. All individuals identified as requiring fingerprints must have their fingerprints live scanned or submitted via mailed ink cards to the approved vendor, Ident2Go. Do not go to the vendor to get fingerprints taken until after you receive confirmation from TextDMV. The results of the fingerprinting will be sent directly to the TextDMV. You can learn more about fingerprinting requirements in the TextDMV website.
The agency has provided convenient and comprehensive user manuals and videos found here to walk you through the details of submitting an application. We recommend that you watch the appropriate videos prior to starting your application. That's the fastest way to get your license and minimize errors. Incomplete applications, premises issues, or a criminal background are common issues that can slow down the application process.